Hello, my name's Rocky. I'm 27 years old and I'm the owner at White Dragon Paper. I live in Columbus, Ohio with my girlfriend, my two dogs, and a couple other small animals. I think about paper a lot. I notice it wherever I go, particularly how much it's wasted or ignored. Paper accounts for approximately 30% of solid municipal waste annually in America. We only recycle about half of that. Not all of the waste paper that we produce can be recycled, but not all that can be recycled is. White Dragon Paper tries to bridge this gap between what can be recycled and what is recycled by collecting used office paper, cardboard, notebook paper, and other paper scraps that we process and turn into handmade paper, books, and workshops in which we show people how to use paper pulp as a sculptural element in their art projects. Paper sculpting is accessible to people of any age, creativity level, or physical limitation. The bright colors of the paper pulp appeal visually. The wet pulp feels squishy and mushy, and it makes a funny sound when you plop a big handful down on the table. Kids love just sticking their hands in the buckets and experiencing paper in such an unusual form. These projects are especially great in hot summers. Kids love the mess and getting wet. At the end, they have a piece of art to take home. In June 2014, we volunteered at a summer camp for the week. Each kid that stopped by made a small part of a 4x4-foot mural. Currently, we're renting the use of a Rain-A-Beater. This is a machine that takes the sheets of paper or the bits of cardboard that have been soaked in water overnight and breaks it down into a mush kind of the consistency of oatmeal. This mush is called pulp, and it's the basis of our whole operation here. It's what we use for the art projects, for the shapes, and what we dilute to make sheets of paper, which are then sold as is, or used in our handmade journals, or folded into envelopes and cards. When I think about where I'll be with White Dragon Paper in 5 years, or even 3, I know I'll still be making paper, but until now I've not been sure of the circumstances. My girlfriend's finishing up her Master's of Library and Information Science, and when she graduates, we may need to move to wherever she's offered a job. Wherever we move to, I may not be able to find the same kind of situation I have right now, where I have a studio with other paper artists that I can rent equipment from. If I don't have a paper beater, I'll still make paper and books, and I'll still teach kids about recycled paper art, but the process will be very different. Buying a new paper beater would cost around $9,000 to $16,000, which is way out of my price range. I'll have to adjust to use whatever equipment I can find. Until now, it was looking like that would be blenders, electric drills, and paint mixers, which significantly slows down the process. We have the opportunity right now, though, to buy a used Valley beater, which is the smaller version of the Rain-A-Beater. The $4,000 for this campaign will allow us to buy this beater and allow us to continue with our work wherever we go in the future. Being able to purchase this beater would give White Dragon Paper as a business the sense of longevity, a sense of security. It means no matter whether we moved across the country or just out of the city, we would still be able to continue with our work. We'd still be able to teach people about recycled paper art, about bookmaking, handmade paper. We'd still be able to expose people to a wonderfully versatile, eco-friendly product that not only fills the needs of artists who may be looking for a different surface on which to produce their own art, but also kids that need the exposure to something different, something beyond the usual arts and crafts, something that will touch all of their senses and instill in them a sense of curiosity. It makes them question materials that they maybe overlooked before. What can I do with this? This used to be trash. This was something that I threw away. Can I make art out of it? Finding a paper beater has been my biggest concern as a business owner. It's the one piece of equipment that I can't do without and continue on as I have been the past 7 years. Your contribution to this campaign will not only secure White Dragon Paper's future as a business, but will also secure our ability to reduce waste paper, reuse old materials, make human connections, and give back to the communities that have made us what we are and will influence what we will become.